welcome to another edition of Valley Spotlight. My name is Mike. We are here at Cockeye BBQ in Warren, Ohio, and it's my first time here, and Erik is here, and his wife Stacy's over there. She doesn't want to be on TV, even though it turns out she was a producer in television.
Yeah, she produces me every day.
Yeah, you produce, and she just gives you the orders. That's right.
Yeah, the secret person in your ear telling you what to do.
I know the feeling. I know the feeling. Cockeye BBQ's been around how long, Erik?
Truth be told, Cockeye BBQ formed in 1998. As a formal come in and buy food, 2015. So this Mother's Day here, maybe around the time this airs, we'll be 6 years old.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, we don't need diapers anymore.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
We're little toddlers. They're past the toddler stage.
Yeah.
I know you do barbecue, but I didn't realize the scope of it, I think. So maybe we can talk about some of the cool things you have here in front of us so that people can wet their whistles on this Sunday.
So, this tray is what I would say is fairly traditional American barbecue.
Okay.
And I don't even want to get into, like, what region, okay?
Because there's many different kinds, right?
There's a bazillion different kinds.
Okay.
And what I do is a low and slow wood-fired barbecue. No charcoal in the cooking that I do. Not that it's not delicious, and I cook on charcoal at home all the time.
I'm going to ask you more about that in a second, but keep going.
So we've got ribs, we've got smoked beef brisket, turkey, chicken, of course. We do a proprietary sausage that's a jalapeno cheddar. We've got house pickles on here, which are sweet horseradish. We did some pickled onions for another special. And we always serve hush puppies. I always love hush puppies.
Yeah.
So I thought, I'm going to put hush puppies with all of our barbecue dinners because they're awesome. So
I'm sure people
that's what we do.
Appreciate
and pulled pork. There's some pulled pork on here too.
Do you find that people in this area have a certain taste that you have to cater to?
Yes, at times. However, what I've found more and more is transplants. Whether it's people that travel for work or family or whatever it is, or people that are moving into the area. Believe me, if I had $1 for every time I heard, I'm from Texas, this better be good.
Yeah?
I wouldn't have to be talking to you right now. Okay, I can tell you
really?
that. But you know what? When those guys come in and gals from Texas, I'm happy to do it because our brisket, I say just don't put sauce on it, and you're going to have Texas brisket.
Well, it's that good, huh?
Okay. But different. We do a vinegary, sort of a peppery vinegary sauce. If you like that style, that North Carolina sort of Piedmont area, we have that. If you want a Kansas City style sweet red tomato based, our original is going to be where you live.
Okay.
And then we do seasonal ones. We just released, and we're out of it now, a maple peach.
Okay.
We work with a local maple syrup place, and you hit those, and people are like, oh, I love that.
Yeah.
We do a secret sauce here. It's not really secret. It's our Strutter. People say, it's a name from Struthers? No. If they're from Struthers, I say yes, it's because of Struthers. But Strutter is like an Alabama white barbecue that actually uses some brine from the pickles.
I never heard of it.
And it's delicious. It's absolutely banging on smoked chicken. But
that's cool.
We found people want it on their deep fried cheese grits or whatever else. But it's a great dipping sauce.
I'm going to get to that in a second. Let me ask you about the smoking. I saw two big smokers in the back.
Yeah.
You put the hickory wood in.
One of them's my dishwasher.
Oh, yeah.
No.
She's great. So anyway, when does that start up, and how much can you do it at once? So
our program here is our big meats, our pork and our brisket. If we're running beef rib, those are 12 to 14 hour smoke sessions.
Okay.
Those get loaded at night so that we can pull them in the morning.
Okay.
So we've got a young pit master in training. He comes at 7 o'clock. Last night he was here. He loaded the pits for today. And then in the morning, we remove the big meats and we add all the small meats. Chicken, ribs, turkey, sausage, meatloaf, bacon, whatever we're smoking, tongue, whatever we're smoking for that day that's a 3 to 6 hour smoke time, runs during the day, is how we do that. We use hickory. It burns nice and clean. I have a supply, which is really, really important.
Yeah.
Different regions of the country say, man, I smoke with cherry. Well, if you got a big cherry patch, you're going to smoke with cherry. I happen to be sitting on a mound of hickory. So, it's wood. So that's what we're using.
You don't have to get a big mess of this. Like if you want to come for lunch and just get a sandwich or something like that. Yeah. Can you talk about some of the cool sandwiches you have?
So we do a ton of sandwiches. There's no D in sandwich.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Right? So
with an
sandwiches.
M.
It's sandwiches here.
Start with this one.
So that is what built the restaurant. That's our pulled pork sandwich.
Yeah.
We serve it with coleslaw on it the way it should be. It costs me a whole lot of money because everybody wants it on the side. Listen, folks, if you don't eat your coleslaw, just order it without it because it saves me so much money. But it should be eaten on there. That's the way it goes.
Totally agree.
Right now, we're running a clothesline special. So those they hang behind the girls at the register like a clothesline would, and those are things that, like when the clothes are dry, they're gone.
Yeah.
So like we got a BPT. It's the breaded pork tenderloin, and it's a monster fried boneless pork tenderloin. We hand pound out, deep fry it, throw it on a bun. It's kind of ridiculous, but also delicious.
It is a little ridiculous, but I can't wait to try it. And then this is the tongue sandwich.
Torta de lengua.
Okay.
So we do. We bring in fresh beef tongue. We braise it in a court bouillon sort of style stock until it's nice and tender. We finish trimming, and then it goes on the pit for a nice cold smoke to add some extra flavor. We serve it with pickled red onion, some lettuce, tomato, and a cilantro lime crema, and some fresh avocado. So
this is. You said this is deep fried.
Deep fried cheese grits. Yeah.
You just pick it up and eat it like a piece of bread.
I dare you.
Oh, I'll do it. Talk about that and this, and I'll do it while
it's my goal really to get you dirty on this episode. So,
you don't care.
Deep fried cheese grits are ridiculously delicious. So
I never had a grit.
You make cheese grits. Now I don't put maple syrup on my grits. I like mine savory.
Okay.
So you make ridiculously cheesy grits. And then you put them in a pan exactly like this. It could have been this pan. And you let them chill. And then you make that shape. Once they get hard, you know what it's like when you got cold oatmeal like on your plate. So that's what happens. we cut them into those cool triangles. We hand dip them in some buttermilk and some of our house cornmeal breading. Deep fry them, and it gets ooey gooey again, and it's delicious.
That's good. These are the burn ends, right?
Burn ends, which we don't have all the time. Typically, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we're running burn ends, which is of course comes off the point of the brisket. We trim it up, double caramelize the rub and the sauce, and they're yummy, and fresh fried pork rinds, because why not?
Why not? Side dish?
Yes.
You need something.
Yes.
All right. Well, we're going to be here all afternoon long, so this is going to be a lot of fun for us. And if you don't know, they have an ice creamery next door.
Yes.
So we'll talk ice cream a little bit later on today. Now, we're talking about the Boy Scouts and the Girl Scouts.
Yeah.
Your kids are, or were.
They are Eagles, yes.
Eagle Scouts.
Both my sons are Eagle Scouts. I'm proud of them.
And the Boy Scouts sell the popcorn.
We do, yeah.
The Girl Scouts sell the cookies, obviously.
Yes.
I've always been fascinated with the process.
I bought so many Girl Scout cookies through the years, we almost didn't have any money to open the restaurant.
And there may or may not be an ice cream with Girl Scout cookies in it.
Yes, and I hope I'm not misspeaking, but my oldest son, Max, can't say no to little girls selling cookies either, and we love the Samoas, so he makes a coconut chocolate ice cream, and I don't know how many hundreds of dozens of cookies he buys from a local troop here, and it's delicious.
That's awesome. Well, we visited with some Girl Scouts to find out more about Girl Scout cookies, what they do, how they sell them, even with COVID. Has it been a challenge? Let's talk to the experts.
Trifles, Samoas, Dositos, Lemon Ups, Thin Mints, S'mores, Tagalongs, and Toffee-tastic. And there used to be Savannah Smiles, but Lemon Ups got rid of them.
I bet most of us could name all the Girl Scout cookies by heart, just like Emma Ockenfels of Troop 80034 in Trumbull County. But when you're a top seller like these girls, it's just ingrained.
I was actually excited the first year that I found out that we were selling Girl Scout cookies.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to see how many I could sell in my first year.
The answer is plenty. And it came out to 600 for Kylie. And if you add in May and Emma, that's well over 1,200 boxes for the three girls just sitting right here. Did you set a goal for this year, or did you
My goal was 600 this year.
And why was that?
Because every year it's been my goal to hit 600. I wanted to try and hit it this year.
Meanwhile, this is Macy from Troop 80096 in Columbiana County. She sold 501 boxes herself.
I had a cookie booth outside of my house.
Really?
And I sold a lot of them outside my house.
So how'd they do it? Especially with the pandemic causing all sorts of issues.
It was kind of a little harder selling cookies because some people, they were like, oh, I want to buy cookies, but we had to like meet people, and some people were like, oh, I can't meet you because I can't go out of the house.
Right.
And stuff like that. So it was really hard doing that.
We have all these people that always order every year. And yes, because we can't sell as many because some businesses are closed down and stuff because of COVID.
But they found a way, whether it was a cookie booth outside.
The first time we did it, some of the girls would take out signs and go outside the stores and like show them up so people would come in to get the cookies while the other ones worked the stand. We normally just collect the money and put it in the money box.
Or by taking online orders on the My Digital Cookie platform. They keep selling for $5 a box. And part of the money goes back to the troop for fun things like everyone's favorite.
Going to camp and doing trips and stuff.
I like camping, and like on the meetings I like doing art. Well, what's so great about Girl Scouts is we're all kind of like sisters because we do a lot of things together. Like we do some activities and then go like and do camp and stuff like that, and it's really fun, and we get to just hang out and laugh together.
And don't forget, just sitting there eating cookies. I did have some burning questions, and these girls are the experts. So, what's your favorite?
The Lemon-Ips.
Really?
Yeah.
My favorite kind of cookie is Thin Mint.
The Thin Mints.
S'mores.
There's a s'mores cookie?
Yeah.
And now these big sellers discuss the most popular.
Thin Mints.
Thin Mints. By a lot? Like,
Yes.
Is that the all-time favorite?
Probably the Thin Mints, I would say.
Thin Mints.
For sure, huh?
For sure, yes.
People love the Thin Mints.
Yes, a lot of people do.
So the 2021 cookie season is in the books. The patches have been sewn on.
This one,
Yeah,
cookie sales.
yeah. That's just for this year's cookie sales, huh?
Yeah.
And now we just wait for next year. Meanwhile, the girls are planning for bigger and better things to come. Can you do better? Do you want to do better?
Yeah.
Give me a number.
1,000.
1,000? Well, good luck, okay? Thank you, ladies. Nice job. Great to meet people from the northern part of the community and southern part of the community and how they come together and work so hard. 600 boxes of cookies? Really? Good for them. All right, well, let's take our first break. And what we thought we'd do, the River Rock at the AMP series is beginning at the end of the month. So we thought we'd give you this schedule. This is a good chance for you to write things down or just like make a mental note. So in this break, we will show you May and the month of June. If you like Journey, if you like Bob Seger, you'll like this. Back here at Cockeye BBQ for the rest of Valley Spotlight after this break.
Not all hormone therapies are created equal. At RC Compounding, their pharmacists create therapies just for you.
I have suggested this to so many women because they don't want to take hormones. They can't afford the hormones. And I said, you should try to do the bioidentical hormones. I said, I'm living proof. I'm going to be 73 years old and I haven't felt better.
Call RC Compounding, your personal team of local pharmacists.
Be sure to join us on Saturday, May 22nd at the Robbins Theater for Stories from the Corner, a night with Ray Boom Boom Mancini. Ray will be sharing many of his boxing memories, Hollywood tales, and so much more. For tickets, visit robbinstheater.com. Stories from the Corner, a night with Ray Boom Boom Mancini, only at the Robbins Theater in downtown Warren.
Well, DoCut not only sells the product, but we service them. We have parts and service support for every machine that you buy at DoCut. You are purchasing a machine, it's eventually going to break or need work, and we are here to do that. You don't get that from an online sale or a mass merchant. They just don't have the ability to have the parts and the service. We send our mechanics to school every year. We have 2 Briggs & Stratton master service technicians. There are not many in the country, probably less than 5,000 in the country, and we have 2 at Ducat. And we also have gold certified steel mechanics and numerous certifications in parts and service for every brand that we carry.
So let yourself go to Ducat. Let yourself go to Ducat.
We are in Pesto's Test Kitchen. Why do they call us that? Well, this is Pesto.
Am I really?
Here's the kitchen.
Here's the kitchen.
That's perfect. It's a perfect name. The
I love
marketing
it.
people on this, fantastic.
Love it, love it, love it.
All right, let's talk salads. Now here
Sure.
we're getting to, we've had a good stretch of weather.
We have.
The
It's
last
been
couple
amazing.
of months, really, and it gets you in the mood for more fresh, more produce, and
I
more
can't
salads.
wait till those farmers markets open.
Right, which we're not
Unbelievable.
quite there
We're
yet.
not quite there yet, but we're very excited to have those back in play.
Yes.
So
we got our stuff. Where'd you guys get your stuff?
I get my, these are grown on aquaponds, and you can tell they're grown on aquaponds because they still have their stem connected to them. So it's really great. It's just like going to watch Willy Wonka and you see all of the same thing right there. It's
That's
really
cool.
It's amazing. So we love this living bib lettuce. All the lettuces that we use at my restaurant, Bistro 1907, are living lettuces.
Living bib lettuce.
Well, living bib's one of them. And then
Okay.
we have Cleveland Crisp. We have some other lettuces that
This
we use.
is way better than that prickly kind of lettuce that I don't like.
You don't like the Cleveland Crisp.
I like this. I like this.
You like softer, gentler lettuce.
Yes, I do.
Okay, that's fine.
This salad is from a place in Chicago called...
Well, it's one of my favorite salads, and I think it's a true indication of what you want to do for your mom on Mother's Day. And I think the crab and avocado salad, when I go to my favorite restaurant in Chicago, Gibson's, and I'm sure it's Lauren's favorite restaurant too, and you get a crab salad, crab avocado salad, a shrimp cocktail, and then maybe if you're still hungry, a garbage salad. And you might want to have a few martinis. That's up to you as an adult in the United States. I don't know what you want to do.
How many should I have?
I think if you do 2, you're fine. That third one, you might face plant.
Yeah, that's
okay,
right.
and that's a bad place to face plant.
I get it.
Okay.
I got it. All right. So you're going to give some
It's a
tips
simple
as
salad.
we go along. It seems simple, but before we started, we roasted a red pepper.
We roasted a red pepper. So it's really just some kind of a bib lettuce or lettuce. It could be iceberg if that's your favorite lettuce. Really not the lettuce you want to use for that. It's Mom's Day, it's Mother's Day. Make something a little bit nicer. So we're going to come over here and we're going to start assembling.
All right.
So crab.
Let's
treat Mom to some really good.
I honestly didn't even know this was crab.
What'd you think it was?
I thought they were artichokes. I know.
Baby artichokes, colossal crab meat.
These
So
are
go out
great.
and spend some money on Mom. It's about $35 a pound, but she's worth it. She brought you into this earth.
Yeah.
She did a lot of things for you that I don't want to do for you.
All right, so we have the crab meat.
And then
We talked about the bib
avocados,
lettuce.
because avocado and crab are kind of like kindred soulmates.
Okay.
They really, really are. And if you want to feel the avocado, feel it. It should have just a little bit of push.
A little bit of give.
A little bit of give, I mean.
And that
yeah.
means it's ready
It's
today?
ready to go. Because
Okay.
a lot of times you go to your favorite grocer and you get the avocados and you could literally fire them and wound somebody.
Right.
Because they're so
They're
rock
rocks,
hard.
right.
Simple tip, paper bag, put them in there with tomato, leave them on the countertop for 2 or 3 days, they'll be ripe.
And that'll ripen them up.
It does. It creates this thing called ethylene gas, but that's science and we don't need to talk about that. This is cooking.
Told there would be no science. Okay, are you ready to scoop one of these?
I am ready.
Teach
so
me the
Mike,
cool way to
do
do
you
it.
really want to do the cool way?
Yeah.
I'm going to give you the baby knife.
Okay. Oh,
I'm going to take
do
the
it?
big knife.
All right, good.
So I just take it from the base and I cut up.
Cut up.
Cut up and around. Go around the globe.
Should I go all the way through? Like
All the way
touching
through.
the pit?
Yep, touching the pit.
Okay.
Okay?
Well, I didn't get injured. Yes, I did. I just injured myself, everybody.
Okay. So now you just want to
great.
do a little twist. Wow, look at that. Mm-hmm. Perfect.
All right.
Now, depending on how brave you are, Mike, Most chefs take the butt of the knife and they do a little twist, and that's it.
I did it.
Perfect. So now we have the avocados.
Okay.
Let's put those down. Let's build a couple salads. This is from my dear friend John Miles at Steelite. It's his newest plate called Green Apple. It's amazing. Just brings you back to a different time. And then me for my mom, I want to do something a little bit old school, pewter platter. I think that'll look nice. So we're going to take this salad, and it's already been cleaned, so we're just going to take out the middle. And I want to lay it down. I want to let it flour. Look how beautiful that is when it flours.
Oh,
just
I
like
want to do that. Let me do one.
Go ahead.
All right, I'll do that over here. So take this part off, it's like the stem. All right, and then you just flour.
Yeah, well,
just
that's one way of looking at it, yeah.
That's all you have to do. Look how gorgeous. You probably can't see it well.
Okay.
Oh, look at that.
So Mike, now, simple way to do this, you just take the avocado and you take a spoon and you go around the outside. And I'm just going to put this avocado down just like that, just like they do at Gibson's.
Okay. Oh, they do it? They serve it whole like that?
Whole, just like that. I'm going to put a couple of those roasted peppers, in which you could do too. And then it's mom. Let's give her as much crab as she deserves, and which is a lot. Let's go 6 ounces.
And don't make
5
a
to
joke
6 ounces
about how your mom's crabby. This is not the day to
This is not it. Look at that, how gorgeous it is. Go ahead.
So you're just putting that right on top?
Yeah. We're going to garnish it with a couple of lemons because she might want a little extra citrus. Okay. And then I think when we come back, we're going to make a beautiful herb dressing to go over top.
So this is the salad. We're
This is
ready
it.
to go, right?
It's simple.
Okay.
And the best food is simple, right? And that's it.
And then we're going to make the dressing, and then we're going to toast the mom, and
But look at how gorgeous that looks, as simple as it is.
It's a little better than mine.
Well,
anyway.
you know.
Okay.
That's okay.
Back with the conclusion on Valley Spotlight after this. I'm going to tell you that wait till you see the end. You're really going to love it. When he makes a dressing, it is fantastic. All right, thank you, Mark. Let's move on now. I don't know if you knew, but 100 years ago, we had another pandemic. Spanish flu was going wild, and there were a lot of regulations and things that went along with it. And people were stepping up so that they could help out. Well, they did that at South High School. So our Sean Posey took a look back to find out how the community helped out during the Spanish flu pandemic.
In the spring of 2020, schools throughout Youngstown and the Mahoning Valley closed as the COVID-19 pandemic tightened its grip on Northeast Ohio and the nation. But over a century earlier, schools such as South High not only closed, but became makeshift hospitals for the victims of another pandemic, the Spanish flu. The first wave of the flu in America broke out at Camp Funston in Fort Riley, Kansas in March 1918. Funston helped funnel rural conscripts directly into France, where the Great War was raging. Massive troop movements of the Allied and Central Powers helped fuel the flu's spread. But it would not be until the fall of 1918 when the flu, then in its second wave, arrived in the Mahoning Valley. On October 7, 1918, the Czechoslovak community held a massive rally in downtown Youngstown, followed by an indoor gathering in the tight confines of the South High School auditorium. 16 cases of the flu had been reported at Youngstown at that time, but within days of the rally, the Vindicator would refer to the new rapidly growing numbers of the sick as part of an epidemic unchecked. Theaters, saloons, dance halls, and similar businesses were ordered closed, as were most indoor gatherings. With many nurses away at the war and with hospital beds rapidly filling up, Jefferson Elementary and Baldwin Memorial Kindergarten joined South High in becoming impromptu hospitals, staffed mostly by volunteers, some of whom died alongside their charges. The Vindicator reported 29 deaths in Youngstown on October 30th alone. It would not be until mid-December that the city of Warren lifted its flu-related restrictions. Youngstown followed several weeks later. The city had suffered almost 800 deaths by the end of December. Nor was this the end. A third wave followed in 1919, and it was not until October of that year that the outbreak had dissipated in Ohio. It's unclear how many ultimately died in the valley over the course of the pandemic. Some who became ill recovered. Others ended up in places like this, here in Cavalry Cemetery. But as the events of the 1920s and the Great Depression unfolded, memories of the Spanish flu gradually faded. It would be another century before our generation would be forced to reckon with the lessons of the 1918 pandemic.
All right, thank you, Sean. Good job. And if you don't know, and I just kind of found out myself, Sean is writing a new book called Hidden Youngstown, and it should come out after the summer into the fall. All right, when we come back, more from Cockeye BBQ. And as we head to break, let's look at the month of July on the calendar at the River Rock at the AMP series. Boy, if you like Led Zeppelin, old Van Halen, Queen, you're going to love it. Be back with more after this.
No hot water? Call A to Z Dependable Services. Our fully stocked rapid response water heater specialist will get you back in hot water in no time. A to Z is the only call you need to make. Only A to Z.com.
Well, 72 years is a long time for anyone. It used to be that you were old at 72, but not anymore. You know, we're just coming into a new age of regrowth for Ducut, and we're very proud to have been supporting the Valley and all of our customers for 72 years. It's a true testament to our customers having the faith that they have had in us for 72 years.
So let yourself go to Ducut. Let yourself go to Ducut.
Hey, welcome back to Valley Spotlight in Warren today at Cockeye BBQ, where they're open 5 days a week. They're off Monday, Tuesday. They're open the rest of the way. If you'd like to check out their website, Cockeye, Cockeye, BBQ.com, or find them on Facebook. They have a bazillion Facebook people that follow them and things like that. And look, they have this pop, this special pop. It's called Cheer Wine that supposedly, and I will attest, pairs perfectly with barbecue. And there's nothing like drinking pop out of the bottle. Am I right? Yes. All right, Lauren would agree with that, I'm sure. She's old school like me. Lauren and Warren, it's Kelly and Lauren out in Poland, and let's find out what they're up to customizing one's home and why it's to your advantage.
Well, this week on Home Advantage, my goodness, if you like different properties that are not like everybody else's, this is the one for you. A couple weeks ago, Kel, we had this one on the show, but there's so much to this house that we figured we'd have to show this room off. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, you need to see the unique characteristics that come with a house like this.
Kelly Warren of Kelly Warren and Associates, you guys have so many different kinds of properties at any given moment, but this one in particular, we've never seen anything quite like it on the show.
No, we haven't. But what we have talked about before that you get the same idea with here is that kind of like flex space and making a home your own.
Right.
So when you walk into a room like this, there's a dozen different possibilities of what it could be in your world, which is different than what it would be in my world, you know?
That's very true.
And the houses like this kind of grow with you. So throughout your life, when you need different things, they become that.
Yeah, with a vast open family space like this, I mean, you could have like a home office in the corner and you can still entertain. And I have to admit, like I said, you know, when you talk about some of the features of this house, this fireplace is wow.
Yeah.
It's wow.
Yeah, the fireplace is gigantic. It's certainly, you know, an eyepiece and of course warming the space too.
Right, functional and beautiful all at the same time. Kind of like you and me, right?
Yes.
Functional and beautiful.
Right,
Fred's like, yeah. but the space, and when you look outside, it's a beautiful sunshine, snowy day outside. It feels like you're sort of out in the country, even though we're in the middle of Poland.
Yeah, you're minutes to everything, which is perfect location. Yes.
For people that want to find out more about this property, I think it was built in 1820?
1820. The different characteristics, like the tiger wood on the floor.
Unreal.
So just taking, instead of you've got all this space and you could just do one piece of flooring throughout, the detail in separating the different colors and making it stand out and making it really be a focal point. I think this kind of quality of work is just astounding.
Yeah, and the beams above and just, it's really amazing. The address for this one for people that want to look it up online?
3905 Dobbins, and you can find it online, of course, at kellyssoldit.com.
Wait, Kel, this is amazing. I feel like I just want to curl up by the fire and have a glass of wine and
we need a couple of couches.
Right, big leather sofas. Yeah. We just pet our giant dogs. Rule the world from right here in the middle of Poland. Oh gosh, Kel, it's good to see you.
Thanks,
and
you too.
I hope the next time we see each other, maybe a little less snow outside. What do you think?
Yes, we need some springtime houses.
Yes, we do.
Thank you, ladies, and don't forget, Kelly Warren building a beautiful new office right there on Route 46 in Niles, Howland, too. We're going to take you there next time. I bet it's on the next show, if I had to guess. Okay, coming up now, we were talking about peppers and oil, and as somebody that's kind of doing it themselves, and in this Mother's Day episode, we thought this would be fun. Her name's Ashley Kellar, starting her own peppers and oil business. How did it happen? Why did it happen? It might just be from above.
I started eating them personally when I was 10 years old. I mean, I'd go to Grandma's house and get a jar of peppers and just eat them with a fork,
Ashley Kellar has always enjoyed peppers and oil. She's been tweaking recipes for a while now to get the perfect blend for her and her family.
Years, experimenting, I think, with different recipes that we found along the way, different peppers.
And then finally,
it was an old Italian recipe that kind of dug up and then kind of made my own from a recipe that we already had. This particular recipe just really, it took off. I knew when I tried it that it was really just different and tasty and good, so.
Meanwhile, the pandemic had begun, and Ashley was looking for a way to make a few bucks.
I just prayed about something to happen to where I can, do some work from home and still have a little interaction with people. When I tried the recipe, I'll never forget, I just, I felt God's grace in that moment, and kind of makes me a little emotional, but emotional in a good way. Yeah. It just, I just knew, when you're just confident about something. I had someone reach out. Actually, her name is Tracy Cooper with Cooper's Fitness in Cortland. And she said, Ashley, I would just love to sell those in my store. So I think that gave me that additional confidence that I needed to say, well, hey, if she wants to sell these in her store, then I could probably sell them too, right?
She did it through social media and word of mouth. And soon, what was once on nameless jars from her kitchen became AK's Italian Hots. And she started working a lot.
Yeah, we just take it day by day, and I take it day by day, and sometimes work from morning to night. And peppers they've been my life for the last couple of months, to say the least.
Over 2,000 jars since the launch in January. So much, so soon, it just boggles the mind.
It's just really taken off. I didn't expect it to, the way it did. I guess you never prepare yourself enough when you pray about something, and then it happens, and just it's pretty much gone viral.
Hungarian hots in the food processor with plenty of garlic, just the right amount of salt and pepper, and her special brine to go along with it. Seems simple, but the results have been extraordinary.
I have people from everywhere contacting me, send me peppers, can you ship them, can you deliver them? Can we come get them? So yeah, it's been a real blessing.
Thankfully, she's added a business partner. His name is Jordy Harris to take some of the load.
Before I was, I'd come in the kitchen and get jars ready and then get them, to my customers. But now that he's on board, he's producing jars to where I can just label them and then deliver them. So that's been a huge success in the last couple weeks for sure.
So why all the business? And more importantly, all the repeat business? What's so special about these peppers?
They are different. I have had much feedback that they have a crunch to them. A lot of people like the crunch. There's a little twist in it, and I can put that out there too, that there is a little blast of sweetness through them. So I think that little blast of sweetness goes a long way. They start off to taste a certain way, and then at the end they have a little hot kick. So it's kind of a surprise pepper, you know, what can I say?
Ashley can laugh and enjoy her time with her family, knowing she's doing something special that's being recognized.
I'm speechless. I mean, I'm just so thankful and shocked, and I didn't expect it, and I knew I liked the peppers. I know that Tony, my significant other, really loved them, and he's done peppers his whole life. So when he tried them and he said, wow, you know.
Then you know. Thank you, Ashley. We appreciate you letting us come into your home, and you can find her peppers. You can go to her Facebook page, AK Hots, Italian Hots. You can find her there, or you can find her at Cooper's Fitness. We told you about that. Macaulay's Giant Eagle now, and the newest one is Scarpace's, about a half mile from here. So congratulations and good for you. All right, we'll take another break here on Valley Spotlight. If you're excited about these shows like I am at River Rock at the Amp, August is going to be fantastic. I see Disco Inferno on the schedule, and one of my all-time favorites opens for them. They're called 1988. Little hair metal for you. If you like Pink Floyd, that's another one, and Billy Joel and Elton John. Here's the schedule for August. We'll be back after this.
And it really all started with salt, with Himalayan sea salt. That's where it all started, because of a patient who came in and told me about the benefits of salt therapy, which is inhaling Himalayan sea salt, an aerosolized Himalayan sea salt. And I found that my patients were having fantastic results using salt therapy, and I wanted to know, how could I incorporate the Himalayan sea salt into products that would benefit the sinuses and the skin. And that's where Salt Me was born.
A to Z Dependable Services now offers walk-in tubs and showers in as little as 1 day. Let us create a safer bathing experience in your bathroom or the shower of your dreams. Call A to Z Dependable Services today for a free estimate, or visit us online at onlyatoz.com.
Bistro 1907 is a classic yet unique American bistro. This space lets us immerse ourselves in history. The dishes are inspired by our past but have a modern twist. Bistro 1907 by Mark Canzonetta is unlike any place else. Find out why. I'm Mark Canzonetta, and I welcome you to Bistro 1907.
Welcome back to Valley Spotlight, our Mother's Day edition, and this is really cool. I know moms and, well, everybody loves shopping, and we're upstairs in the Macy's at Southern Park Mall. This is a brand new store called Macy's Backstage, and the name Backstage is kind of a nod to a combination of things. First of all, Macy's heritage, over 100 years in business. Of course, they're from New York and right down the street from Broadway, and also, of course, the frantic nature of Backstage and how the Macy's folks all through these years have really come together together and put things together and got things ready for opening weekend, which is this weekend. And Jennifer Breach is here, who is in charge of the joint, and she's excited to be here. And since it's Mother's Day, do you have anyone you want to say hi to?
I would love to say Happy Mother's Day to my mom.
Yeah.
Her name is Patricia Weaver.
Where does she live?
She lives in Parkersburg, West Virginia.
How fun!
And yeah, I couldn't be here without her.
No, that's literally true. That's right. How great is it that we're getting this Backstage store here in Boardman at the Southern Park Mall?
It is amazing. I think the customers will really enjoy this experience. It's a unique, different shopping experience. It's off-price, on trend, arriving every day. So
yeah.
Product changing all the time at a great price.
Yeah, which is a really neat blend. You don't normally see off-price and on-trend in the same store, right?
In the same store.
Yeah.
And you have it in a Macy store, so we are a store within a store. So Backstage functions as a separate store within the Macy store itself. So great way to shop, gift ideas. I mean, you talked about Mother's Day. You know, we can have gifts for Mom, not only in our main store, but come check us out at Backstage as well. Father's Day, we have graduations coming up.
This is the time of the year, isn't it?
It is.
Give the folks, people love deals. Give the folks an idea of some of the deals and some of the cool things you've seen come in that maybe you're not going to see at some of the other stores.
Well, I have to start with the handbags.
Okay.
Okay, because handbags, let's face it, I do love them. We have actually in-house right now 3 Pradas, actually 4 with a small crossbody.
Oh, cool.
We have some Valentino, Tory Burch.
I saw a Gucci one.
There's a Gucci one. Wow. It's a beautiful one. So, you know, those are unique to the Valley. So it's going to be really a unique experience. Not only can you get those type of items, but like my jumpsuit. This is a BCBG generation, which I got right here in Backstage.
Doesn't she look good? It's like we have our own little fashion model here at the store. And like you said, if you miss out on the Gucci, maybe it's gone when you get here. Right. There's more stuff coming in all the time.
Correct.
Right?
So it is limited. So if you see something, you know, the best advice is to buy it when you see it because it may not be here. But yes, it arrives daily, so we get new shipments almost every day. And so this assortment will be refreshed and new items coming in, new vendors, which I think is also very exciting.
Very neat. Now, if you go to Macy's a lot like we do, and you have the card with the rewards with the star on it and stuff, does that apply here at the Backstage store?
It does.
Okay.
So you can earn points and spend your points right here at Backstage. Now, the coupons that attach to the card are not taken here, but the points you can earn and spend, which is pretty cool as well.
Is there any way to see the deals online before you come? I know you have a Facebook page that I think people should like right away, the Macy's Southern Park Mall Backstage page, but is there any way to kind of check out things before you come out?
If you want to see emerging trends, so Macy's Backstage also has Facebook and Instagram, and you can check that out and it'll show you the emerging trends. To see the trends right here in your own backyard in your store, you want to go to Macy's Southern Park.
And this is so neat that we have it in this area. I think the closest one may be Pittsburgh. I know they're opening one in Akron, but to have this in our own backyard, this is really exciting stuff.
It is exciting. I couldn't be more thrilled, and I think, like I said, the customers are really going to enjoy this shopping experience.
Something unique here at the Southern Park Mall. It's upstairs at Macy's. Hours here on the weekends differ from during the week, correct?
Correct. So during the week we're 11 to 8, and on Fridays and Saturdays we're 11 to 9.
Very good. All right, come out and check it out. You're going to see some deals here and maybe some things you haven't seen before. Thank you, Jennifer.
Thank you.
And good luck to you.
Thanks.
Opening weekend here at Macy's Backstage. All right, don't forget, if you go to Macy's or Macy's Backstage, still need to wear the mask and things like that, but get in there and check out all the good deals right there in the Southern Park Mall, and thanks again to the mall for letting us come out and visit that day. That was really cool. All right, let's take another break here. This is our final one. When we come back, Mark and I go back into Pesto's test kitchen, and we talk more about that salad we're making for Mother's Day and the vinaigrette. And then don't forget to check this place out, Cockeye BBQ. The crowd's already coming in. They're open today till 8 o'clock, so get here. Be back with more after this. Be sure to join us on Saturday, May 22nd at the Robbins Theater for Stories from the Corner, a night with Ray Boom Boom Mancini. Ray will be sharing many of his boxing memories, Hollywood tales, and so much more. For tickets, visit robbinstheater.com. Stories from the Corner, a night with Ray Boom Boom Mancini, only at the Robbins Theater in downtown Warren.
Papa Canzonetta's peppers, recipe established in 1975. A family secret is now yours to share with the people who add spice to your life. Choose from mild and hot versions, plus our famous original blend too. They're the perfect punch for any dish, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We've got the recipes to prove it. Just follow us on Facebook, order online at papacans.com and pick your peck. papacans.com, order 6 jars or more and qualify for free shipping. We like it hot. We're glad you do too.
Hi, I'm Barbara Corcoran. I'm constantly asked by news sources how to best navigate today's real estate market. I call the brightest agents in the business to get their input. Hi, Kelly. What's going on in the Mahoning Valley area?
Hi, Barbara. The market in the Mahoning Valley has remained strong.
I'm so happy to hear that.
Sellers are enjoying the safety of the Guaranteed Sold program, and buyers and sellers love the 3D tour and the free moving truck.
Get the best advice from my friend Kelly Warren. Go to kellysoldit.com. Be safe and smart.
Hills is the low-cost living, anti-inflation department store.
Shop Hills in the Liberty, Lincoln Knolls, and Boardman Plaza's Youngstown, and the Ridgeview Plaza in Warren, and the Hills location in Champion, all open 10 till 10 daily.
Salt Me is a company that produces products that are made out of Himalayan sea salt. I have a love affair with Himalayan sea salt. And as an ear, nose, and throat doctor, the most important thing for me is that the products are going to be effective and that they're going to be safe for patients. So I make products that help sinus conditions, and I make products that are going to be good for the skin and good for the body. And all of them are made of Himalayan sea salt.
Pesto's Test Kitchen. We're making an avocado crab salad, lump crab salad.
Just for Mom.
For Mom. The inspiration comes from
Gibson's in Chicago, one of my favorite places.
Is it in downtown Chicago?
It's in downtown Chicago, yes.
Easy to find. Google it, right?
You don't have to Google it, just follow the smell of crab meat and avocado.
So good. All right, Mark and I have this little battle all the time. Yeah. I say, why make all this stuff when you can just go to the store and buy salad dressing?
You can.
Mark says,
let's make it from scratch.
It's way better this way.
And why do I like it that way?
Because you know the ingredients.
And I can control the sodium.
Okay, see, there you go. Those are the things.
Exactly.
And plus, just to prove
Plus, I can control the olive oil. And I know they're not using palm kernel oil that is very, very bad for you.
Okay.
I know I'm using canola oil or grapeseed oil and very, very high quality extra virgin olive oil.
All right, so what's this dressing called?
This is just an herb vinaigrette. It could be your herbs to choice. I went out to my garden and some of the things have grown back since winter. We have chives, we have mint, and we have flat leaf parsley.
These are all from the garden?
They're all from the garden.
Oh, that's fantastic.
It's fantastic. And we're going to be doing more with gardening this year because we're going to teach the children how to garden this year.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I think so.
Whose children? Yours?
Ours.
Mine?
Melissa's.
Oh,
ours.
mine.
His, mine, ours, theirs.
I think mine will do it.
We have a combined family. We have 4 girls,
yes.
3 grandchildren, soon to be
in-laws,
plus 1 grandchild.
All
kinds of things.
Yeah.
Modern family.
All right, what do we do first?
First thing we do is we crack an egg.
Okay.
We're going to use an egg. Classically, you're supposed to just use the egg yolk. Mm-hmm. So then I say to myself, what am I going to do with the egg white? What am I going to do with the egg white?
No,
So I put the whole thing in there. Put the whole thing in there. So we have 2 eggs. Okay, now you're going to zest.
I'm going to zest. Now, is that just like
It's just like planing wood.
Oh, okay. So just like this.
Try not to get your fingers because it hurts a little bit.
Oh, yeah, you know.
And it will shave some fingers off. I'm going to add a couple cloves of garlic.
I don't think any zest is coming out, do you?
Yeah, there we go. Here, let me get a little bit abrasive with it. So.
Oh, that's way better.
So we're just going to go like that. And I've been doing this for a long time, so don't feel bad. Like, if you taught me how to hold a baseball to throw a pitch like you were known for, couldn't do it. You could probably throw this, you could probably put an 83 mile an hour slider on this lemon.
38 mile an hour. Yeah, one of the two.
Okay, can you cut that in half? Yep. And then you're going to juice it. Because we need that acid. We're making a mayonnaise, basically, or a vinaigrette.
Okay. These knives are too sharp. They're not like the ones at my house. Okay,
so we're going to have to remedy that.
We put it in here, right?
Yes, the fancy dance.
Oh, man. Like that?
Kind of flip that around a little bit. Yeah.
What are you saying? Oh,
inverted. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, that makes so much more sense.
Watch your eyes.
And then you go here or here?
You like that, just like that.
All right.
Okay, well, we're getting there.
Is that enough?
Yeah, that'll be fine. We'll make it up with some vinegar. Okay, now we're going to take this to the blender. And to make a mayonnaise or a vinaigrette, you need egg or an emulsifier, which could be mustard. Okay. You need oil and vinegar.
Okay.
So we're going to put this on top of our Vitamix. It's Mother's Day. I'm going champagne vinegar.
Wow.
So it's about 1/3 of vinegar to 2/3 of oil, and I'm going to split that up between canola oil and extra virgin olive oil.
Why is that?
Just because if you use pure 100% extra virgin olive oil, it's going to be a little bit too grassy.
Oh.
Depending on where the olive oil came from. And this came from Umbria in Italy.
Good tip.
Okay?
All right.
So now I'm going to add a pinch of salt. You know me, I like to use sea salt.
I see it, the Himalayan look.
Yep, some fresh ground black pepper. And now I'm going to start incorporating the oil. And now what I'm going to do, slow, steady stream right in the middle. Because if you go too fast, it's going to separate. We want this to make what's called an emulsification.
So it's a real small...
Yeah, if you go too fast, if you dump it in, you're going to have curdled eggs.
Okay.
And I actually did that the other day for Melissa. I made hollandaise and I made a rookie move. I made a little bit of curdled eggs for her.
You made a mistake in the kitchen?
I made a mistake. It happens. Now I'm going to add a little bit of extra virgin olive oil.
Did you hear that, Melissa? He made a mistake.
And you can see how it's starting to get thick and come together. And we don't want this like mayonnaise. We want this a little bit of a lighter, creamier vinaigrette, mayonnaise based. And now what we're going to do is we're going to add some fresh mint. We're going to add some chives. We're going to add some parsley. And Mike, guess what we have? We have a very beautiful creamy vinaigrette right there. And we're going to dress the salad with that in just a minute.
Okay.
Or you want to do it now?
I'll do it. Let's do it.
Okay, let's do it.
You want to bring it over here?
I will.
Okay.
How about that big spoon?
All right. The one with the avocado
Yes.
on it? Okay.
So I'm just going to take some of this beautiful dressing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look at that. Are you a lot of dressing guy or a little dressing guy?
Just enough. I want my lettuce to be treated with respect. I don't want to drown it.
Okay.
Okay?
That's fair.
Look how beautiful that looks.
I think lettuce all around the world would agree with that.
I think so. And just this one.
It's pretty.
Pretty, isn't it? Beautiful colors. It says spring. It says Mother's Day.
All right, let me ask you one quick question.
Now the capers. Okay, go ahead.
While you do the capers. Well, tell me about capers first. Capers are what?
They are a briny little bud of an unflowered Mediterranean pine bush set into a brine, similar to pickles. Just a few capers because some people don't like them. Some do. I'm just going to put a couple whole chives on there. We're going to enjoy this Russian River Sauvignon Blanc that my wife picked out.
Oh yeah, I have it right here. Let me ask you about this. We didn't use it all.
Yes.
So now what do we do? How long is that good if we put it in a cruet and pop
Sealed
it in the fridge?
month.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, very good.
Because it's happy. It went together, incorporated in with the eggs and the oil and the vinegar, and it's all happy together. So look at this for Ma.
She would love it. My mom would love this.
It's a beautiful salad.
Yeah. Thank you for doing
For a beautiful day. My pleasure.
Yeah. Happy Mother's Day.
It's great to be back together.
Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there.
Happy Mother's Day,
Including
Mom.
the ones in this kitchen.
Absolutely. Happy birthday, Mike. Are we doing this together romantically?
I feel you, Rob. Alright, it's not super bad.
Only a little weird.
Okay. Oh, you didn't even let me.
Oh, that was so good. Thank you, Mark. Thank you for letting us come into the kitchen. And as we said, happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Do you have anyone you want to say happy Mother's Day to?
Uh,
I don't want to stump you.
No, my mom's long gone. She's up in barbecue heaven right now.
Oh, she is.
But yeah, all the moms, what a special day. Thank you. Thank you, really, really, really. My mom did a number on me, so I can't thank her enough.
Well, you can take that in a couple different ways. We'll take it the nice way. Thank you again for letting us come out. I wanted to talk about next door is your ice cream shop.
Yes.
What's it called?
Cockeye Creamery, of course.
Cockeye Creamery, of course. And there's many different kinds of ice cream over there.
Oh my gosh. You know, Ohio, the #1 agricultural export out of Ohio is dairy. And I want to be flaming famous Ohio chef. So I picked ice cream.
Okay.
And Max Run, oh boy, since he's been open, I think we've probably put 200 different flavors out of that little restaurant over there.
It's like a walk-up stand, right?
Yeah, you walk up. And I would say it's like some other ones that may or may not start with an H or a couple of Ks. Except ours is really, truly, truly handmade, and it's not a copy of 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 a copy.
And you guys are coming up with new flavors all the time. I picked out this deep chocolate.
Deep chocolate. There's a national ice cream convention every year. This year they only awarded 3 blue ribbons in the country, and I'm happy and super proud that my son was awarded one of those. So in terms of the best top of the top, and I'm talking scientifically lay under microscopes. How much bacteria? How safe is this to eat? What's the process? Not to mention texture, flavor, all that. Top 3. So that's deep chocolate.
Deep chocolate.
That's the best chocolate ice cream that I think we can make.
I feel like Professor Clump here. You know, he just gets that big thing of ice cream and he just starts eating it. That's what I feel like.
Why do you think I opened an ice cream joint?
But there's some other ones too. I saw this, the black cherry chocolate chunk.
Blackberry chocolate chunk.
Blackberry chocolate
so
chunk.
one of our most popular barbecue sauces is a smoked blackberry. And I thought, why not come out? Now, it's not smoked, but why not come out with something that kind of goes with that blackberry feel, which are rampant in Northeast Ohio. Blackberries are every hunting spot I go to, every shooting lane I clear out, blackberries. So blackberry chocolate chunk. We've got
peanut butter pie.
Peanut butter pie, which is similar to our homemade peanut butter pies over here. We have a buttermilk pie, which is our signature dessert here. That not every ice cream place has a 5,000 square foot kitchen, 100 yards walk.
True.
And so we're constantly building things in the kitchen, trying them out, smoking, you name it. You name anything that's possible to try on the smoker. We've tried it. We toast walnuts in the ovens. We can preserve lemon. Max made lemon curd for a lemon tart ice cream most recently. But he's probably got 30 different flavors next door you can go try, along with all the butter pecan, vanilla. We make it a bangin' White House. All the traditional sort of flavors you would expect, with also some crazy stuff. I love it. You might find, who knows? I don't know what I'm going to make.
So you can grab and go by the pint or the quart, or you can just check out the ice cream stand next to it.
Scoops, homemade waffle cones, ice cream sandwiches.
So good, so good. All right, one more time the hours and how to get a hold of you guys if they need to.
We are open Wednesday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Starting May 1st, which this will be after that, I believe.
Yep, May 2nd.
Max is open the same hours, so anytime of the day you want to come over, grab a pulled pork sandwich and go have a cone, Wednesday through Sunday, 11 to 8.
So way to go, and don't forget they cater too. They'll be glad to do your parties. We have a lot of graduation parties coming up.
I'm happy to say the Tribune readers have ordered us for the 3rd year in a row, the best caterer. So we feed. You saw how big those pits were?
Yeah.
I don't need those big pits for just these few tables.
Yeah.
That's going out the back door, brother.
That's when you take a show on the road.
Yeah.
Thanks, Eric.
You're welcome.
Good job, buddy. All right. Thank you so much for watching Valley Spotlight. It's getting crowded in here. We better wrap things up. Don't forget you can watch us on a Roku channel. I like to just go to valleyspotlight.com, but Facebook and Instagram have a lot of updates on us too. So thanks for watching. The most famous mother of all is probably Mother Nature.
Yeah.
Would you say?
I would say.
And when I was little, they had the Parquet commercials.
Yeah.
And then she would say it was not nice to fool Mother Nature. At the end, right? Yeah. So I think it's Parquet. I'm not even sure, but it's margarine. That's our retro commercial for this week. Thanks for watching. Have a good weekend. We'll see you next time on Valley Spotlight.
Yeah. Thanks.
And Goldilocks said, "Who's been eating my porridge?"
Mother Nature, was this on the porridge?
Yes, lots of my delicious butter.
That's chiffon margarine, not butter.
Margarine? Oh, no. It's too sweet, too creamy.
Chiffon so delicious it fooled even you, Mother Nature.
Oh, it's not nice to fool Mother Nature. If you think it's butter, but it's not. It's chiffon.
If you like this video, subscribe to Valley Spotlight on YouTube and be sure to click on the notifications bell so you know when we've got some new stuff. You also can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to us on Vimeo or our Roku channel.